The Fist, one of the more outdated items in TF2. Being the heavy stock melee weapon, it has its pros and cons. Mostly cons. The few pros it has are, it does a reasonable 65 damage, and it has average swing speed, so you can easily knock out light classes in 2 punches. But being stuck to the slowest class in the game, it makes it more questionable to use. When you have a minigun that shreds people, or even a shotgun that can deal way more damage in the same exact range, it's no wonder that people use heavy as melee slot for utility. And, well, heck, if you wanted a more damage-focused melee, look at the KGB, or even the Warrior Spirit. Those are much better options than your stock fist. But what if you said to heck with it all, and took these same fists and said, let's do some killing?
No.
Whoa, okay, wait, slow down. So, when I went about starting this video, I decided to do it in style. Now, when you think of a punching heavy, you're probably like, oh, did you use the JoJo? No, that's stupid. I went for something more classic, okay? Meet Woody. He's from Don't Starve. Do you remember that game? The game that gave us the hamshank in TF2? Well, the sequel to Don't Starve Together, has been going strong since like
2016.
And during that time, they gave Woody an update. You see, in the original game, every full moon, Woody would transform into a rare beaver. But during the updates for Don't Starve Together, they gave him 2 new forms. The Goose and the Moose. See the similarities? I don't know why I decided to do this, but here we are. Before I truly begin, I must say this. I tried my darndest to stick only to Valve servers. But when every game you load into on a Wednesday morning is bot infested, your eyes tend to move towards the community server browser. I stayed away from Uncle Topia's servers since I was actually trying to get crits for once. So, from time to time, I wound up in Skyle servers, or UGC servers. I did set out a rule for myself, and that was this. For every 3 unsalvageable bot matches, I joined into one community server. If that server had RTT, I did not use it.
What the fuck?
Okay, let's go. For whatever reason, day 1 started with my TF2 playing so laggy. It would randomly stutter every few seconds. But besides that, I quickly got my first 10 kills. The easiest way I found to get kills is to pull the classic, ooh, I'm running away, don't chase me. Psych, come here and get a fist. But what if that doesn't work? It's very apparent in this challenge that people can press their S key and simply deny you of a kill. So many times I just had to give up and try to get away because I was too slow. Like, what am I supposed to do here? When it comes to initiating fights, there's a list of targets when it comes to playing melee heavy. You got 2 fight, 50-50, 2 run front. In the 2 fight category, medics, snipers, and spies were my main targets. Spies want to be close, so I had a better time getting hits in. Medics see a heavy and think, oh hey, free Uber sauce, let me go get them. Snipers, because, they're snipers. Usually you can get 1 punch in before they even notice you're there. Even bot snipers are kind of easy from time to time. Most of the bots are programmed to pull out their melee weapons if they see a melee heavy, and so you can take advantage of that and 1-2 combo them. 50-50 are soldiers, demos, scouts, and ninjas. Soldiers and demos are here because they can either push you away from themselves with their explosives, or if you're Giga Brain, you can instead surf their explosives and fly towards them. Most demos whip out their melee weapons on average due to how much self-harm they do with their grenade launchers. Or, try to get ahead.
So no head. Ah!
Bullets were surprisingly 50-50. They either run away from you when you get one punch in, or they get close enough to get a meat shot and you can clean them out with 2 punches. The Injus were the same thing. If they had a nest set up, don't even think about it. But if they're out in the open or just kind of doing their own thing, then yeah, you can probably clean up the easy. The last 2 classes are in run from/give up. Those are heavy and yeah, when you see a pyro, your best bet is just to give up. If only there was a good and reliable way of killing pyros.
Oh, but why don't you use the steak? It'll help you run faster and catch up.
Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't ya?
Yeah, you'd think the steak would help, but when you take extra damage just for eating it, it's not really that worth it. So I decided to be as tanky as possible and use the Dalico bar. You know, like a moose. While they aren't super reliable, getting taunt kills is easier than you think. On the first day, I managed to get a handful from this teleporter on Pier. And thankfully, I had a pair of fists that had the taunt kills part on them, so thank you, random person I bought this from. One of the most infuriating things in TF2 is when you crit someone, but it doesn't work. You have no idea how many times my fist made the crit movement and made the noise, only for someone else to crit me first, or just walk away because it didn't register. It's not surprising that I'm complaining about TF2 hit reg. You know, surprisingly, Demo Knights were some of the more fun enemies to fight. You can outsmart them by walking forward. Most Demo Knights automatically think you're just going to run away, but if you tank the shield bash, it ruins any chance they have for their crit swing to hit you. By the end of day 1, I managed to get away with 117 kills. Originally, this was just going to be one of my usual clip dumps, just focused entirely on the Werewolf gimmick. But I said to myself, oh, I got like 100 kills in a day, let's try to get 1,000. Oh, and dear God, why did I do that? Day 2 was kind of more of the same. I had a lot of bot matches since it was a random Thursday morning. What maps are even good as melee heavy? Really, maps with good flanks, where you can take fights on 1v1. So obviously stuff like High Tower, 2-4, Dust Bowl, and surprisingly even just some stock TF2 maps like Badwater Basin and Upward were kind of good in certain areas, obviously in the flanks. If the enemy team has multiple people in the area, it tends to be out of your favor. The enemy team can just swarm you. My best advice for anyone trying to do this is just flanking. Just hide in the flanks and go for any unsuspecting sniper or ambush anyone. Everything else I did was just kind of run at them and hope they die fast. I found myself in Frankfurt and other EU servers. So sometimes my melee hits would just... yeah... Interpolation's fun. One thing too that's also really funny is just how bad some TF2 players are. I'm sure you could say it's not fair since they're new and whatnot, but like, look at this clip and tell me it's not a monkey just on a keyboard, you know? Have I mentioned how much I hate pyro in this? I do respect when other people honor the melee duels. That's pretty key. What's very funny to me is that the heavy is strong enough that even his own fists do the same amount of damage as a shovel or even a fireaxe.
Oh, this.
Another way I managed to get a handful of kills was playing rock, paper, scissors. If you don't know, if you win, it counts as you getting a kill for your current weapon. So it technically counts. Day 2 ended with actually a bit of a fizzle out. I lagged out at the end of the game and decided, that's it. I managed to walk away with 284 kills by the end of day 2.
Here I come!
So, if all the maps with flanks are good, then why don't you join a medieval mode server?
Because they kind of suck. Okay, so let me just explain this real quick. I'm going off tangent. Medieval mode is really fun when there are no spies. Like, I get it, you're trying to practice and whatnot, but some of these guys, it feels like all they do is play medieval mode to farm kills on their strange kunais. Like, it's stupid. I had to back out of it pretty fast since it was an EU server. Finally, not long after, I managed to get into an LA server and managed to wreck this demo man. You know, I can't keep going on and saying some philosophical mumbo jumbo, but I'm just kind of like gonna do a really cool heavy edit here, so it looks like I did something cool.
Let us fight man versus tiny baby man. Who dare stand against me now? You, yes, you are dead. I'm coming for you! Take that! And this! Fire! Boom! I hear someone building diaper changing station! I am bulletproof! Horror show! Oh, that slaps me on the knee. The burning you feel, it is shame. Ah!
Yeah, TF2 hit reg with melee weapons sucks, okay? That's one of the more infuriating things about this challenge. So after a long and grueling day, I managed to get all the way up to 527. I'm already like halfway there in 3 days. Surely it can't take that much longer. Once again, a ton of my morning started out with me joining a server infested with bots. So to cut my losses of joining another EU to keep server. Why does hit reg suck so bad? So many kills would have been so much easier if my brainless teammates would just let me kill the enemy team. Like, get away from me. There were so many times where, like, I was in someone else's hitbox and I said, well, I'm just going to back off now. Also, I get it that with spies, you gotta be a little cautious with them. But look at this. This spy is clearly in my POV. Sure, I'm a little to the side, but it's still my POV. But no, it works out for him. And don't you dare say,
Oh, actually, it was a 720 tailspin matador strafe circle stab.
yeah, no, that makes no sense, okay? I don't care how janky it is. If my melee hits are janky, I want your melee hits to be janky too. As someone who has seen my own melee hits make the noise, but I get 0 damage, I won't take any criticism over this half-baked omelet that is TF2 melee hit registration, okay? Other than that, I only stuck to the community service 1 round before trying again with Valve servers. But like, how did it get this bad? I've only played on Uncle Topia servers for the past few years since they were launched, so I haven't had this much time on casual servers. It's just depressing. Like, sure, one bot is very easily kicked, but it's so just disheartening when you join a server and it's you and one other person and there's 4 bots on the enemy team, and so the only thing that is reasonable to do is just to leave. You know, in day 1 when I got like 5 kills with the teleporter thing, I tried to do it again, but sadly it doesn't quite work out if there's 2 teleporters. One thing too that's also very funny is that people see a melee heavy and automatically think, oh, he's just being friendly. I didn't clip it that often, but so many times people would think I was just being friendly, and since I didn't want to die and go to the respawn queue, I just kind of went along with it. But thankfully when you do manage to turn a server somewhat friendly, you can get a few taunt kills in. Also, what's really funny is you'd be surprised at how far the taunt kill can reach. Like, look at this, he's on top of the castle and I get him. I'm sure you've also noticed that I've been accumulating kills in the bottom right corner of my screen. I do have a kill streak fist. Kill streaks were something I got quite a bit. I think out of all my lives, I managed to get at least 5 kills in about like 6 of them. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot for melee heavy. Only once did I ever get 10, and it was into group keep. Other than that, by the end of day 4, I got a whopping 882 kills. I knew the end was in sight.
What day is it today?
Day 5, the final day.
You have no idea how many times this happened. So many times I would get glanced at, and people would just hunt me down like I called their mother stinky. You gotta love it when you just turn a corner and instantly delete someone. Better if it's 2. I'm actually quiet while I game. I don't normally talk that much, but I'll let these clips speak for themselves. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. God!
No!
10 more! 10 more! 9! Then I'm done, and then I gotta make a video about it. Three more! Two more! I can do it. Leave the snipers, please. Please leave those snipers. That's the last 2 I need. Oh, one more! No! No!
There's a spy.
Spies are against my...
Get back here! Medic, you why'd you do that? I need one more kill! I am so close. I am so close. I think I want my last kill to be a taunt kill on a sniper. I'm gonna try for it. Why? I want to be left alone! I think my best bet to get a taunt kill at this point is just to try and see if they have an engineer in their base, and yeah. No. I'm not even trying to be friendly, I just want one more kill. Oh my god! 174 points?!
Kill them all! Put it out! Put this power! Put this power!
Yes! Yes! Finally! I'm done.
Put this power.
I don't care. I'm done. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm done. I don't have to play this stupid loadout anymore. Yes, beautiful. What a beautiful strong man. I'm done. I am tired. And now I have to write the video.
But anyway, you want to see real muscles? Check these out.
Welcome to the end of the video. This is actually me re-recording some things, so that's why it's a little more off the cuff. A couple things I want to update you all on. There are a ton of funny clips that I have about this, so fully expect there to be a clip dump after this. Probably next week, 2 weeks from now, just something little thrown together. But if you liked it, you know, do all this stuff, like, subscribe, share with your friends. This is one of the most heavily edited videos I've ever done, so please share. Now roll the original outro. So, after a week's worth of playing TF2, it really wasn't that bad. The overall advice to you is don't do this for the love of God. I know I make it sound like it really wasn't that agonizing, but dear God, I remember getting pissed at how many people just kept running away from me. I know I didn't get as many clips like that, but you know what? I'm stupid. Goodbye, Hooves. I'm never using you again. You know what? I think that Heavy likes it here. I'll leave him.